Hello everyone, Fancy Photoman here. We've got so much lore in this new episode of Skibidi Toilet today, and it all was crazy. We heard G-Man speak for the first time in the series. We also gotten lore on humans in the series, and what they were possibly testing to create the Skibidi toilets, and Plunger Cameraman's and Camera Woman's relationship throughout the years, and much more. So before we get into analyzing, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. We are 500 subscribers away from 4,000, and I will appreciate if we hit that goal. Enough yapping, let's analyze this episode. First, we start off by seeing Camera Woman's perspective, when Camera Woman is looking at Plunger Cameraman, and this is actually the first time we're gotta see a POV of Camera Woman, and later in this episode proves that I want more perspectives on her. Camera Woman looks to her left, to Speaker Woman, and tries to comfort her, but Speaker Woman moves her shoulder, and you can tell she was very hurt about him being dead. Plunger Cameraman starts to get caught on fire, and like we saw in episode 70, Camera Woman starts to go towards him, but TV Woman grabs her, and then Plunger Cameraman dies. And after this stuff starts to get interesting. The screen glitches, and we cut to the scene from episode 57 of Plunger Cameraman laying down on the floor, and TV Woman teleporting him out of there. But you guys might be like, Camera Woman was there. And the answer is yes, she was there. And the reason that's G-Man ran off screaming. The screen rewind again, and it showed the scene from episode when Plunger Cameraman took out all of the other toilets, and Camera Woman puts 2 thumbs up at him, and then Skibidi Toilets was coming. So here is when you can tell that she has a lot of memories of him. Next, the screen glitches again, and it shows a Plunger Cameraman inside of an entirely different suit. We can see that he has a red tie on and in a black suit, and his camera is a regular black camera. We can also tell that this was inside of the ages, when Speaker Man was infected, because we can see Speaker Man and his old upgrades and infected shooting in the background. The screen rewind again, and we can see when Titan Cameraman was getting upgraded, and on our left we can see Plunger Cameraman with one leg and with a plunger holding it on the floor. The screen rewinds again, and it seems like this is when the war really started breaking out between the toilets and the Alliance. We can see Plunger Cameraman with his plunger putting a thumbs up. We can see that Camera Woman and Plunger Cameraman has always been together ever since the beginning of the war, and maybe before that as well. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. A giant toilet starts to come in, and Plunger Cameraman starts going up to it. So Plunger Cameraman has always been a brave soldier ever since day 1 of the war. And now the screen rewind one last time, and then we see the date. September 16th, 1985, and once I saw this, I immediately thought to go check back in episode 74, that poster of the secret agent, and then I matched the dates up, and they don't match. But the one of the poster says January 7th, 1979, so it's exactly 6 years before whatever happens in the video. We immediately see a lady inside of the camera, and she looks happy. She walks to Dave and go near him. We can tell that she's inside of a laboratory and testing something out. When she goes near him, she puts a thumbs up. But if you notice, you can see that she puts 2 thumbs up like Camera Woman does. I'll explain more in a second. She says, Dave, look back, and Dave says, nah, I'm good. And she says, all right. One of the scientists says, everything's set, proceed with phase 1, and then Dave looks back and puts a thumbs up and smiles. When I saw them do this, it looked very familiar to the episode 52, when Camera Woman puts 2 thumbs up to Plunger Man, and Plunger Man puts a thumbs up at her, and I think you get war. I'm going with this. I think that these 2 people are Plunger Cameraman and Camera Woman, because why would Camera Woman go back to this memory? If there's no Plunger Cameraman there, I will make an entire video covering this. After this, something starts to shut on, and then we zoom out to Camera Woman looking at her tablet on a plane. Camera Woman gets up and starts to fly into battle. She holds her 2 gun arms up and starts to shoot Skibidi helicopters, and then she flies into a toilet and kicks it in the face. She gets knocked down. Then she shoots it in the eye with her knife guns, and it starts screaming. We can see that the toilet has a lot of buzzsaws. The buzzsaw toilet screams, and then Camera Woman starts to go up to it and then starts smacking it with Plunger Cameraman's plunger, and I really respect that. She throws 2 toilet paper bombs inside of his toilet and sticks 2 middle fingers up and watch as it blow up. This is a very badass moment from Camera Woman. The toilet blows up, and Camera Woman sticks her hand out to help the scientist cameraman that is on the ground, but then they both realize that he only has his right arm left, and then they switch arms so that she can help him up. They hear an explosion, and it's a whole bunch of helicopters, Skibidi rocket launcher toilets, and we gotta see how Camera Woman works with her shooting power. She locks onto all of them and shoots all of them down due to Cameraman, puts a thumbs up, and they start walking towards a factory. But then a very heavily upgraded large mutan toilets start attacking all of them, and this guy's looks terrifying. He has two giant lasers on his shoulders with glasses and headphones. He starts walking towards Camera Woman with a big smile on his face. He looks up in shock and flies away, and then we can see the mech scientist toilet start flying in and shooting all of them. At first, I don't know why, but really thought that this was a scientist and he was actually alive, but it wasn't. The mech scientist toilet starts smiling, and then Camera Woman gets a notification on her tablet, and it's TV Woman doing the peace sign inside of Scientist Toilet's mech. And then that's when I realized that the Scientist Toilet got out of his mech before he died. So now his mech is just out here. Camera Woman puts a thumbs up, and then the mech Scientist Toilet looks, and there's a lot of Skibidi toilet helicopters carrying a container, and there's multiple of them this time. Mech Scientist Toilet starts to shoot all of them down. TV Woman shoots one down, and then G-Man comes in with his shield, blocks her attack, and right here, G-Man looks very hurt and scared for some reason. TV Woman starts to shoot at G-Man, and G-Man starts attacking the mech with his shield, and then he shoots it to the ground and knocks it down. Camera Woman puts her arm out, and then puts it down when the mech blows up. The Skibidi toilet helicopters start to come back and pick up the container, but Camera Woman starts to shoot at them. Jimmy notices and was about to shoot his lasers at Camera Woman, but then the helicopter in the container starts to get shot at and then blows up on the ground. G-Man looks, and it's the one and only Titan Speaker Man looking fresh. And I'm not gonna lie, Titan, Speaker Man always has one of the best pisses in the series. Titan Speaker Man gets up and starts to charge his guns up, and Titan Cameraman comes in, and Titan TV Man as well. Titan TV Man says, "No, we're to run now in reverse, listen to it now." G-Man looks around him, and then a crazy scene happens that I'm pretty sure no one expected. G-Man says, "Fools, you have no idea what's coming here, listen to it yourself."
Fools, you have no idea what's coming.
That's actually a true point, because pretty much none of the Titans know about the Astro Toilets. The only person who saw the Juggernaut Astro Toilet was Titan Speakerman and no other Titans. After G-Man said that Titan TV Man says whatever is coming, you won't be alive to see it, listen to it yourself. G-Man starts to charge his lasers, and then the episode ends. This episode was crazy with lore stuff, and we will potentially get more on the humans later on. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to see my video on these mysteries humans. That's enough from me. See you guys in the next video. Fancy Photo Man out.